But there's been situations where people get stuck out here or in the middle of nowhere and they don't know how much air to let out of the tires. They get stuck in the sand and they'll let a little air out, and hey, that ought to be good. You need a tire gauge. Take your tire gauge with you. And if you're out of a fun place like this, now's the time to go and experiment and see what works, what doesn't work. Because all tires are different. These are a lot thicker tires than I'm used to using. I'm used to using load range C. These are load range D, which is a thicker body, thicker casing. So it doesn't flex as easy as a load range C. So I'm, like I said, I'm going to experiment here. We'll put them down to 10 PSI and see how they do. So that's one reason for lowering your air pressure, is to get better flotation. You get a bigger footprint. You're distributing the weight over a bigger area, you know, especially in sand, okay? But it's also good for traction all the way around. The bigger footprint you lay down, the more traction you're going to get. But in sand, it's flotation. I also off air down to 20 PSI when I'm off-road, just because it smooths the ride out. I got a lot smoother ride at 20 PSI. There's no need to be at 40, which I run on the highway. So right now I'm at 40, and I want to show you the differences of how the tire pressures are when you're on a rock like that rock right there. Basically, you want to lower the pressure enough so the tire bags on the rock, okay? So I'll give you a little demonstration of how the tire bags at 40 and then at 20. That makes a big difference in traction, especially if you're going through rocks. You don't want to go too low. If you go too low, you've got a chance of damaging the tire. You can pinch the tire, the sidewall between a rim, the edge of the rim, and the rock, so that's no good either. So there you go, there's the tire on a rock at 40 PSI. Alright, so if you take a good look at the tire there, that's what the tire looks like at 40 PSI. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to air down to 20. I'm going to half the pressure. That's my normal off-road pressure is 20, and if I need to I can go lower, but I've never had to on these tires. Not yet. So first thing I'm going to do is pull the core. Got my core removal tool right here. The Pro Series, yeah. This actually has a little place to store extra cores inside, you know, the core inside your valve stem. This is a valve stem core. Keep an extra one in there in case I lose one. Or sometimes they can go bad too. They'll leak, but this is what I do. I pull the valve stems out. So yeah, I see people trying to air their tires down by poking the little valve stem here, and first timers really don't know how much air to let out. They're like, is that enough? Is that enough? You know, got to get a gauge. 40 PSI. I know some guys just air them down till they see them flex on the sidewall. See the tires bulge out a little bit? I like a number there. I'd get my pressures all equal. But see, fast way to do it, just pull the core out. Just don't lose the core. You know? They got those fancy deflators. I like this way better. And there you have it. Now I get them close. It might be 19, it might be 21, you know, but close enough. There you go. Save your caps too. In fact, get good caps. They got some good metal caps that have a rubber seal in there. So even if your valve stem is leaking, you know, the valve is actually not sealing right, the cap will save you. Alright, so now let's look at the tire. What's the tire look like now? Oh yeah, see that? See the inside there? So much nicer it's flexing over that rock. Look at the bulge on the inside there. That's like beautiful. Let's see here, we can zoom in a little more. Looks a whole lot different on the LCD screen. I think it's because it's too bright out here. Look at that right there. See how nice that looks? That's bagging. See, it's bagging over that rock. It's forming to the rocks. It's getting a good grip. That's pretty awesome. You see the way the sidewall is flexed right here? Got right where the tread is. That's the reason for having them thick sidewalls like that right there in that tread. That's a real good picture. I think I'll take a picture of that. So that's the inside, and you can see underneath there how the tire is conforming to the rock. It's got a good grip, a lot of surface contact there. Not so much on the outside because it's the shape of the rock. See, the rock is smaller on this side than on the inside there. Outside, inside, yeah. But, yeah. Here's where your traction is. Now I could go down lower, but it's not necessary. What you could do if you're too low, or even if you're going too fast and you hit a rock like this, you can pinch the sidewall between the rim and the rock. Happened to me on my Super Duty. I was running 10 PSI, driving a little too fast, and I hit a rock. I mean, you could feel it, solid hit. Oh man, then psh, that was that. Nice big cut in the sidewall. Pitch the sidewall between the rock and the rim there. The lip of the rim. So is that enough demonstration for you? Let me demonstrate. Okay. Hey out there guys, it's Thursday And I just uploaded a new video yesterday. There's a mine, there's a site, you know, a mining site on this mountain we did. Now my app on my phone says it's Lotus Mine, so that's what I entitled the video, Lotus Mine. So that was kind of interesting, but I am giving away that arc beam light you see in the box there on my bumper, okay? Right there. 30-inch arc beam light bar. You can win this. Anyone who orders a shirt is in for the giveaway here, okay? We're going to just raffle it off kind of thing. So, it's just like the one on the truck. I had the same one on my Tacoma. So, if you order a shirt, I'll put a link down in the description box. Your name will go into the drawing at the end of the month for that light bar.